It's the hot show, and I don't know how it's gonna go. It's the hot show, and I can't guess what's gonna happen next. So come on and join in, let's do the hot show. Howdy, and welcome to the hot show. Thanks so much for being here tonight. I'm usually Hot the Cat, but tonight I am Phoebe the Cat, here to welcome you to a very special Baby It's Halloween episode. I see we got a friend joining us tonight. Somebody's here, and it's Ryan. Hello, Ryan. How's it going?
Hey, Phoebes. It's good. It's real good.
Great. Great to hear.
Great to be here. Great to see you.
Yeah, it's really great to see you. I'm so pleased that you're here because you are someone that I know understands my costume tonight.
I feel it's. Have you been out and about, trotting along on your four legs and gotten some deer in the headlights?
No, I wouldn't say so, but I don't know for sure that like everybody is familiar, you know, like, and I know for sure that you are, which is something I appreciate.
She's the lady who smashed her guitar on SNL.
Yeah, I guess that's true. She has made the rounds quite a bit now.
Yeah. Well, nevertheless, great costume, and I would say this is the so far I'm frightened. So it's the spookiest episode of the Hot Show.
Great.
By a large margin.
Yeah, great. I'm glad to hear that. Spook is really what we're going for here on the Hot Show. We don't often achieve it, but it's usually what we're going for.
Yeah, I don't think maybe not in the traditional way, but I think we can be frightening. I think we shed a lot of light on important topics. Those topics I can't remember at the currently.
Yeah, what exactly the topics that we cover here on the Hot Show? Yeah. One topic that is a kind of normal topic for the show is kind of finding out what animal you are. I'm interested on this spookiest of hot shows where you're sitting.
I'm the ghost of a hippopotamus.
Great.
Mostly because hippos have just been coming up a lot in my life the last couple of days.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, just in various things. Saw a great. There's a great one going around of hippos eating pumpkins.
Oh, yeah. That seems very apt.
Mm-hmm. And they're deadly. Like they're cute, but they're one of the deadliest land animals.
Yeah, one video I saw this past week was a bunch of lions trying to eat a hippo and it just not giving a fuck. Like lion latching on, trying to pull it down, and it just kind of trotting along. Indestructible.
Wow.
Indestructible.
Yeah, almost spooky.
I really wish that I had a spooky, like, just little riff to play every time.
Should have made a bumper. You could figure out the Halloween riff.
I mean, is that?
Scary.
Yeah. Spooky.
Go
ahead.
Well, I debated on bringing this up so early in the show.
Okay.
But I have some personal news related to the show.
What?
Yeah. And it involves this container of couscous. Now, to you, does this look more empty to you
than the last time that we saw it?
Yeah. Slightly.
Have you
right? For that face? I've been eating it.
You've been having some couscous. Good.
That's the news.
Good. I really look forward to some further updates on this. But,
yeah, definitely. I feel like this is the first installment of the new segment on the show.
Right. Couscous with Ryan. Now, what did you do with this couscous? Or maybe we should couscous with Ryan.
Great. The name's so nice. They named him twice. You know?
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of food in my house right now, which might have contributed to me eating the couscous. But I enjoyed it, and it might sound weird, but I have tofu right now, and I did tofu and couscous and a few other veggies, and pan fried the veggies. Went really well. I'm gonna do it again soon.
What kind of season direction did you go?
Well, the grains. It looks like they say turmeric. It says they're turmeric couscous pearls. Okay. So kind of went in that direction. Turmeric, paprika, cumin. Can't remember what else. Probably some basil, some oregano. But from a friend, I got this truffle salt, like a finishing salt, and I'm not a I don't think I've ever ordered truffle anything from any restaurant, but it is nice. There's a funk to it. Have you had like truffle things?
Not many. I recently had a truffle something. I think someone got some truffle fries, and I tried one recently. But I think that might be the extent of my truffle experience, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay. The flavor doesn't wow me. It's some earthy, funky action going on.
Yeah, I can kind of imagine that maybe it would, like real truffles might kind of be more exciting than like truffle flavored things. If you're not like already familiar with truffle, kind of. No, it's just kind of the feeling I kind of get.
I think you're probably right about that. But it's interesting that there's an industry out there, people
Right.
Hunting them, selling them to culinary establishments.
Right.
Those truffles, I tell you. You can't be yawning already. Come on, man.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair to give me back.
Call you out.
Yeah. Now, are you a big Halloween guy?
I would say no. I enjoy a good Halloween party, but I don't know if I like go to them every year, or it just depends on the year.
Right.
I can be motivated to get into it, depending on what I'm doing, how I'm feeling. Last 2 years, haven't done anything. Probably stayed in.
Right. Fair. Yeah. Now, when you are invited to a Halloween party, do you do a whole costume up, or are you kind of like a last minute throw something on sort of guy?
Last minute.
Yeah. What are some classic last minute Ryan costumes?
Well, this guy right here. So this is a thrifted item. It's a vest, and usually I just wear this and say I'm a Halloween mom.
Great.
Like I give out candy.
What I really feel like maybe what you need to like finish out that costume is those like nondescript like candies. Those ones that are just like in like straight orange. It's almost like taffy or something, like saltwater taffy.
Yeah. Oh, the ones like no one likes.
Yeah, right. Just like some of those that you can just like kind of like try to push on people to finish out that costume.
Come on, I got a good deal on these. I got them on sale.
Right, exactly. Since you mentioned it, I feel like I'm gonna just play this song real quick because it's been a little while since I played it on here. Check out this thrift store find. This tiny butcher knife. Look at this grinning sailor man. This little pan Pyrex pie. Check out what Ryan got while sifting for these thrift store finds. Very nice. Very nice thrift store find, I gotta say.
Thank you. Tell me about this wig.
It is a wig. It's blonde. Let me see. The name of it here is Peggy Sue wig. I got it at a costume shop this past week. I was going for another costume that I'm going to be doing, but I saw the wig and I was like, I feel like I've had this idea. I might do this. and it's pretty warm. It's pretty
Yeah. not the most breathable.
Yeah,
But,
I mean, and this, especially with the hood over it and stuff, the cat head, you know.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like just from a biology standpoint,
Right,
what's going on?
right. Uh, yeah, I thought about trying to do it over, but when I tried to do that, it really didn't work or look good in any way. Uh,
Huh?
yeah, I tried. I tried the wig over because I thought maybe like the ears kind of poking through the hair would be kind of a nice look.
Yeah, you know what? I think that is what's happening right now. Is that it's mostly just the light's kind of funny, and I think is what I'm saying is just the ears are poking through your blonde hair.
Right. Yeah.
Great.
And this is a skeleton shirt that I'm hoping to return uh, over the next week. We'll see how that goes because I am a little bit smelly right now, so I may not be able to.
Just spray it with some spray.
Great.
Be my best advice.
Right. Now I feel like we've maybe come far enough into this show. I was kind of hoping, other folks might show up, but by this point, we got at least folk watching. But I thought it'd be nice to kind of play a song because, maybe it's Halloween.
Baby, it's Halloween.
I hate living by the hospital. The sirens go all night. I used to joke that if they woke you up, somebody better be dying. Sick of the questions I keep asking you. They make you live in the past. But I can count on you to tell me the truth. You've been drinking and you're wearing a mask. Baby, it's Halloween, and we can be anything. Oh, come on, man. We can be anything. Always surprised by what I do for love. Some things I never expect. They kill a fan down by the stadium. Was only visiting, they beat him to death. Baby, it's Halloween, and we can be anything. Oh, come on, man. We can be anything. Oh, come on, man. There's a last time for everything. Whatever you want, be whatever you want. Whatever you want, be whatever you want. I'll be whatever you want. Whatever you want, be whatever you want. Thanks.
Bravissimo, bravissimo.
That one's on my album Punisher.
Whoa! It's like Phoebe was just here. Wow. Nicely done.
Thank you. I thought it'd be fun to cover somebody instead of writing my own song this week. Because it's Halloween.
Like a musical costume.
Yeah, a little musical costume. I've one time I played a show. I've done one other Halloween set where I covered Neutral Milk Hotel songs. But I didn't like really dress up for that one because like I don't know, they just kind of looked like normal dudes.
Yeah.
They didn't have like.
I can see you killing that.
Somebody after the show, somebody was like, "Thank you so much for that because I have never seen any." I wanted so much to see a performance of "O Calmly," and never thought I would. And they were really excited about that, which is interesting because that's a really intense song.
Yeah.
And it was also before Jeff Mangum and Neutral Milk Hotel like went on tour again. So like after that they could. So
that's cool.
Yeah. That's the only one I got though. I don't have any other songs to cover tonight.
That's okay. I mean, I bet that took a lot of work to get down that song.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It's not too crazy of a song, but it did give me like really paying a lot of attention, like extra attention to Phoebe Bridgers, like the way that she sings her songs.
The phrasing.
Yeah, like the phrasing and like timing and everything. And she is very unique about that. There are some songs that like you can read the words, and if you tried to sing them, even like trying to like kind of phrase it like her, it is sort of difficult.
Yeah, I feel like that song does have like she starts her phrases on like off beats and
because like that I play it with like sort of this driving guitar part, but like the background of the actual song is like this weird like kind of like floating around bass part.
It's like this like very muted guitar, right? Or was it a bass?
I think it might be like an upright bass.
Huh.
I could be wrong. It could be a muted guitar, but it kind of has like some extra like woody.
I think you're right.
And it does make it so it's like a very different song than like. But I just was unable to like pull off that like feeling that she achieves in that song with that, like backing track.
Yeah. I did done a bunch of. Well, you saw one of my scrambler sets, I believe, right? The cover sets.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
Which one was that? If you remember.
I do not remember. I barely remember this at all. But like, I remember this happening, and I remember it being like really cool.
Yeah, it's the DIY space. One of them, I'd say the main one, because there's only one in DeKalb that's like not also like a house. Like it's like a standalone place. They put on like annually, biannually scrambler, and it's for each. Yeah, anyone can sign up, and it's like 4 or 5 songs or like 20-25 minute sets each artist, and for a long time it had been going on for like over a decade, maybe 15 years plus. And the rule was if a band had been covered before, you couldn't do it.
Oh wow!
Which I really like. So there it would be announced, and there would be people commenting, have like, has Kiss been done before? Have like all these bands. But then I think they reset it a few years back. But yeah, so one year I did Weezer with some friends, and they vary, on, like, I don't want to say like seriousness, but like, some people are like, hey, wouldn't it be fun if we just got together and did this thing? And some people like really, like, all right, let's really learn these fucking songs.
Yeah.
So that was like, we definitely rehearsed for that one, but that was like a lighter one. I did. Yeah, it was fun. Did Belle and Sebastian with some of the Things Falling Apart guys.
Okay. Yeah.
Which was very fun, and I did trumpet on that one.
Nice.
After not really knowing Belle and Sebastian, like they're a name I had heard many times, and like maybe a song here and there I'd heard, and then like that week I was like, weekend of rehearsing, or maybe it was day of. I believe it was day of. We got together. It was at night. All right, let's meet at like noon or wherever. Like learn these songs. We practiced them all day, and we got them. It was great.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a good memory. And then did Goat. The like world music, like rock psychedelic group called Goat, with pretty like almost everyone I lived with at the time. So it was like Joe and Manu and some other good DeKalb people. And then the first one I did was Alabama Shakes, which was like great, just like one of the best like musical things I was ever a part of. It was just 4-song set covering Alabama Shakes. Yeah, just practiced a lot for that and just nailed it.
Yeah, that's great. That's super fun. It'd be fun to do something like that with other people. I have only done it in contexts where I've done it on my own, and I think it'd be really fun to do whole real set.
Mm-hmm.
There's a period where I was gonna record a solo acoustic version of Revolver. I learned all of the songs, but it got lost in kind of the mix of I moved at the time and then traveled for a little while, and it just never quite happened. But I think it'd be pretty fun still.
Yeah, I strongly support this idea. I love Revolver.
I mean, it's such a great. I wonder if I remember any of those songs.
Some of those songs hard to translate to guitar, I gotta admit, but I'm sure you'd figure out a way to.
Yeah,
like the one on sitar.
Eleanor Rigby was definitely, I think, one of the weirder ones, because it's such an orchestral song. I've always felt like what I played was just never enough for what that song needed.
Yeah, you have to almost do like a classical guitar sort of thing.
Yeah, the sitar one wasn't actually as bad as I thought it was going to be. But there's a And Your Bird Can Sing has that wild guitar, like where it's like two guitars playing at the same, like
that
I
one of my favorite Beatles songs.
I was just like, there is no way that I can make this work.
That's a song that you just gotta sit down and like, all right, like let's figure this out.
Yeah, it's a fun song to play like anyway, but it was just like, this just falls flat compared to the actual song. Some of them worked really well. For a little while I got a pretty good version of "Got to Get You Into My Life" that I felt pretty good about, and definitely don't remember it now.
That was really fun to sing.
Yeah, that one was.
Because you're belting. You're belting your voice the whole time.
Right.
Verse and chorus.
Such a great song. I mean, the whole album is so good.
Mm-hmm.
And it was such a cool project to like even try to work on, because it just like was like, man, every one of these songs is so good. Oh man, Here, There, and Everywhere. I felt really good about that one for a while.
Top 10 Beatles song for me.
It's such a good one. I'm Only Sleeping was one that translated perfectly. I was able to get that one. For a little while it was weird, and I knew I wanted to do a little more with it, but I was able to do a decent version of Tomorrow Never Knows on my own. And then there were some times when, because I was getting pretty good at it and I was playing with a band at the time, a very experimental sort of psychedelic band, we for a little while had worked up a pretty fun version, just weird, let it all get out there version of Tomorrow Never Knows.
Oh man,
someday
that being awesome.
Someday we'll put it out in the world. We recorded a version just like in a practice one day. I'll try to get that out sometime.
Hell yeah. I would love to help you recreate some of these cuts if you need some bass help.
I mean, that'd be super fun. Yeah.
Sounds great.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked like in the past and definitely recently about trying to play together a bit more, and I would really love it. I think it'd be really fun.
I agree. I'm sorry I have not been proactive about that.
I mean,
but I'd love to.
what this part of the struggle is, of course, is that you're a bassist and I'm, guitarist, singer, and if you can't consistently get other people, somebody I was talking about this with someone else, and they said something that I agreed completely with, which was if you only have bass added, it only highlights that other stuff is missing. Like, because like just me playing on my own, it's just like, oh, okay, like it's just somebody playing guitar. But like just adding in bass and not like drums with it makes it fall flat. But as soon as you have the drums, it's just like, oh, fuck, that's awesome. That's amazing,
you know what? I've never thought that before, and damn it, you're totally right.
I mean, like, I don't think it's impossible. Like, I've seen some good stuff. Like Talking Heads, like Stop Making Sense, like that version of In Heaven. Great. Like, it's.
Thanks for throwing me a bone there.
I mean, it's amazing. Like, it's such a great.
No, I know.
Like,
you're right.
You can really make it work. There's some very nice stuff that works well that way, but like having that extra element of like.
You're right. Gotta find more musicians. Gotta find some keys.
I have some people that are interested, but sort of like once there's a show booked, I'm totally in. Like to practice for it, but like just kind of like off the cuff, sort of. But we should get together sometime and do that. Anyway,
definitely down. Well,
here and it's Max.
Hello.
Yay.
Ryan is the last person I expected to see.
Really?
How's that?
Because I haven't seen you forever.
Now,
there have been a few shows I've been on where you haven't been on. So I haven't been a total ghost. Ooh. But yeah, it has been a while.
Yeah, since we were on at the same time.
Yeah, it has been a while since you've been on at the same time. I think there's times where, Ryan, you come kind of on the earlier part, and Max, you come on the later part of episodes.
Yeah, I am usually late.
I was right as you introduced dear Max. I was about to say, here we are, 40 minutes into the show, and no one here.
We are 40 minutes into this hot show. Now, Max.
Great song.
Thank you. It's what I've been working on for a while now. Now, Max, would you say that you are a Halloween person?
I don't know. I like Halloween.
Yeah. I mean, I think that may be the only qualification for being a Halloween person.
Boom. Done. Let's move on.
But you don't necessarily strike me as someone who really gets into costumes and all that.
I guess not.
That seems like a maybe still.
What do you mean?
I don't know. You seem kind of like you guessed that you're not into that. It sounded like there was a possibility maybe you're into it.
I think I could be, but I haven't been.
Okay.
For a while.
I see what you mean. Now, I don't know if this is something that you're ready to talk about or be into at all, but I understand that you've been working on Halloween thing, Max.
Yeah, actually, I am interested in talking about it. I finished and released it just a little bit ago. That's why I was late.
Amazing.
Let me find the trailer.
Yeah, that'd be great. Trailer for a Halloween thing.
Did you make a movie?
No, it's a trailer for a video game.
Cool. Fucking rad.
Oh, down in Grandma Onion's garden, something strange was happening. She saw some poisonous berry-headed evil twins, sapphire and shiny, make trouble where they go. They terrorize the town, and now they're stealing crows from the forest, from the barn, and out from the corn. Well, one day those two menaces vandalized an old scarecrow, put something they found in the dumpster on it. Well, that scarecrow jumped up, turned into a witch, said, "You've been treating those poor crows something awful," set them free. Well, those evil twins didn't like that, set out to kidnap those crows again. Oh, sapphire and shiny, make trouble where they go. They terrorize the town, and now they're stealing crows from the forest, from the barn, and out from the corn.
Wow. Wow. That was so cool.
Yeah.
Nice work, both of you.
Thank you. Happy Halloween.
And I'm spooked. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, that turned out really nice. I'm really glad that I wrote that song and sent it to Oswald, who recent watchers of the Hot Show would know from Junk Time, and Jam Jar, who constitute the original Kitchen band that I used to play with back in Montana. And they did a great job with it.
Did you record that when you were in Montana?
I actually did not. We set out to one night, but instead it got too late and we had too many drinks, and it just didn't quite happen because I was only visiting for a short time. It was a little crazy to try to make that work. It just didn't happen.
Well, it turned out great regardless.
Yeah. They did a good job. Yeah.
I forgot I was muted. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. And the updated, like, the visuals, Max, like the kind of spooky night visuals, really changed the feel of that game a lot. They look great.
Good. How would you say they changed the feel?
Well, I mean, like, it definitely has a spookier feel.
Mm-hmm.
But just kind of like, I don't know. It really felt like a Halloween sort of thing.
Cool.
Yeah.
I definitely put enough pumpkins everywhere.
Could have used a few more. That's just me.
I mean,
Where would I put them?
I feel like
I don't know.
You could have made the main character's head pumpkin.
Oh, that could have been a good idea.
Yeah.
you also. I feel like you also could have just not had any other surfaces to like step on except for pumpkins.
Just make the trees,
Yes.
clouds, and
The
ground
trees,
pumpkins.
yeah, everything is just pumpkins.
Now, speaking of making everything in a game one thing, have you guys seen the Doom edit where every sound is replaced with the Tim Allen Home Improvement grunt?
No.
I think there's a possibility that yes, I have seen that.
I've probably shown it to you. Yeah, it's like exactly what you think it is. It's great.
Well, yeah. Next, put something in the chat, private chat here.
Lovely.
Post it up. Check it out.
Yes.
Download it.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Yeah, you can play it in your browser or even on your phone.
Even on your phone. If you aren't doing it right now, you should.
Yeah.
Chances are you're watching this on your phone. You could just stop watching and go.
How many viewers do we have?
Currently, we have a grand total of 1 viewer.
Hey, viewer.
Oh.
Hi, viewer.
I wonder who the special person is.
But I'm saying, this 1 viewer, stop watching and start playing.
Now, do you know who the viewer is?
No, I have no information at all. The only information that I have is where they are watching. But since we only stream this to one location, of course they're watching from that location.
Wait, what do you mean?
We
Oh,
only
Twitch?
stream this from Twitch.
I thought you meant like the city they lived in. I was
No,
like,
no.
how do you stream to one location?
Yeah.
We only stream to one location, and it is that person's house.
Great.
Great. Amazing.
Grace.
Grapes.
Crust.
Now, Max, what animal would you say you are on this spookiest of hot show nights?
I'm a bat.
Nice.
It's a Halloween.
Ooh.
What about you? Why are you Phoebe? Where'd that come from?
Well, earlier on in this episode, I played a Phoebe Bridger song.
Oh, that's cool. I've wanted to listen to her.
You should.
I will. She's on my list.
Yeah. Baby, it's Halloween. Yeah, she has a song called Halloween, and I thought it was appropriate.
Oh, yeah, that's a very appropriate song for this episode.
And also, like, as I was saying earlier, like, I thought it'd be like a fun idea to, like, as a Halloween treat, kind of play a Halloween song. Like, play a song as someone else. You know?
Oh, that's fun. I like that. I did a show like that with you, and I wanted to do another one, but it didn't happen.
Oh, yeah. You did Hole, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was a really good show. We were really good at being whole.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that I played drums for that. Because I also played a set of my own that night, too.
Who were you?
I was Jeff Mangum of Neutral Milk Hotel.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. We're completing this picture.
Yeah.
We spoke about this set earlier in the episode.
Yeah.
Really?
I totally
Nice to
forgot
hear,
that
yeah.
I also played drums in a set as whole.
Same night.
Same night. Yeah.
Wow. And then I started to talk about the DeKalb 7th Street Space Scramblers, which aren't Halloween sets necessarily, but they're cover sets. Had some good ones over the years.
That's a fun thing to do.
Yeah, I was saying I would love to do some more of that. I think.
Me too.
Someone did there were like so many from this like these shows over the years that I went to, but like for some reason the only one I can think of right now is this Gin Blossoms set. Like they killed it.
That's really a surprising choice.
Mm-hmm.
I like some of their songs that I've heard on the radio, but I think that I listened to one of their albums once, but I don't really remember. So that's really an interesting choice.
I definitely only knew the hits. I mean, it was only like a 5-song set. So I think they played their most popular stuff, but it was quite enjoyable.
I've thought before that it'd be fun to do a set as Sonic Youth, but like only songs from oh man, Bad Moon Rising.
That would be an unusual choice.
Because that is one of the few albums that I think is in many ways a Halloween album. It is like spooky and weird and like horrifying in a way that most pieces of music just do not achieve.
I think their first album is even more horrifying.
And then I mean the cover, of course, is the scarecrow with the flaming pumpkin head.
Isn't there a song called Halloween on that album too?
Well, maybe you're right. I'll look at that. It also has one of my favorite weird love songs on it. I love her all the time.
There's a song called Halloween
On that album?
on that album.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Halloween.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of...
Ghost Bitch. There's a song called Ghost Bitch that's very funny for some reason.
By Sonic Youth?
Yeah, on that album.
That album, yeah.
I guess Halloween is a bonus track. There are only eight songs on that album normally.
There are some songs on that album that are, I just think, amazing. Amy, no, we have not yet talked about the song This Is Halloween. And I'm not entirely sure if I have many opinions about it.
How much have you listened to their first album, Confusion is Sex? Because I feel like that album is very horrifying. Like, and Protect Me You is a very dark, more like quiet song, which I think is really interesting.
Don't know it.
I have not listened to it as much. I got super into Bad Moon Rising for a little while.
That's cool. I never really got into it. I've listened to it a few times, and I don't know. It just didn't really grab me. But I like their next one, Evol, a lot. That might actually be my favorite Sonic Youth album.
I have listened to that one also some and enjoyed it, but somehow I haven't taken the time with it yet.
I definitely had to take time with it. But once I did, there's a lot of really good combination of catchiness and experimental and unusual weirdness, which I really like. Also, I guess Neil Young said that the last song on that album is like his favorite song or something.
Wow.
Wow.
Something like really highly praising it, which I actually don't really get. I think it's good, but I don't understand why he likes it that much. But it's cool that he likes it that much. And then the next year they released Sister, and then the year after that they released Daydream Nation. They were like releasing an album every year.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Bad Moon Rising was the year before. Sonic Death in 1984 was an EP, and then Kill Your Idols. So they took a break of 2 years, kind of, because it was like Confusion is Sex in 1983, Kill Your Idols, which I think is more of an EP, in 1983 also, and then 1984 Sonic Death. So I guess it wasn't 2 years, it was only one. I think Sonic Death is, well, no, it's more like a live album, I guess, or some kind of weird experimentation, because it says, like, it's listing a bunch of songs that they recorded in other places, but it says, like, Fragment after it. I have no clue what that is. I guess they're live fragments. Very weird. That's really odd.
I mean, they were such an experimental band, especially at first.
I like that they could be that experimental and people actually cared. Like, when I've been that experimental, nobody gave a shit.
I mean, I think it was a lot the context that they were in and stuff. You know?
Yeah.
Have you, Ryan? Have you ever gotten really into Sonic Youth?
I've tried. Like, I do enjoy. I should come back to them more because I have enjoyed what I've heard.
I mean, some of it is like intensely rough, like, but there's also like Daydream Nation is such an amazing album.
Definitely have listened to that.
For like
Definitely listen to Daydream Nation.
For blending the like kind of like weird experimental and like really poppy, enjoyable songs. Like, I don't know, it's cool. It's really cool. I understand that Bad Moon Rising is not an album for everyone. Like, there's some stuff on that is just total like nonsense, and like it's just them going wild, just making crazy sounds and stuff.
I'll have to listen to that.
They have so many good albums, though. Like, even their later stuff, like Experimental Jet Set, Washing Machine, has some amazing songs. I don't really like 1,000 Leaves very much, or New York City Ghosts and Flowers, or Murray Street. I actually very strongly dislike Murray Street.
They have a lot of albums.
Oh, yeah. And then they have one called Sonic Nurse, which I've only listened to a little bit. Rather Ripped is actually the first Sonic Youth album I listened to. It's decent. Then The Eternals, their last one, and that one is really good. Like, it was a high water mark in their later stuff, and I remember I was excited for what they would do next, and then they broke up. So that sucked.
But I mean, they played together for so long too.
Mm-hmm.
Just like 25 years, yeah.
Since like 1980 to 2009. So like,
oh wow,
almost 30 years.
Crazy.
Yeah, it is really crazy.
You know, you know what I have been churning through is the new Yankee Hotel Foxtrot Deluxe Edition.
Oh yeah, I've heard a little bit about that.
What makes it deluxe?
It's special. No.
They updated the graphics and made them color.
Yeah. Well, they remastered the record first of all, and then there's like 4 additional like discs. One is like alternate versions of the songs, and I think this is just the deluxe edition, and then they have a super deluxe edition in like physical copies. Because if you're a nerd for Wilco, they have a documentary called "I'm Trying to Break Your Heart" about the making of that album, and the like 2 band members in particular had a lot of disagreements about the direction of the album. So there are like often like many different versions of all of the songs on there, in addition to other songs that didn't even make the album. So it's just like hearing that process and just the decisions they made, and like hearing like, oh, that little thing that made the album wasn't on there, or that little thing was in this version, but it's different from what made the album, you know? So it's really cool. And then there's a lot of live stuff, and then there's like live in studio stuff. It's really cool.
I wish more albums that I really like had that kind of thing where you could listen to alternate recordings to see like exactly what you're saying. Yeah. I really like that a lot. And there were some albums where I kind of like searched so much for any kind of clue about like the recording process and stuff, and barely got anything. And
I mean,
I totally agree.
I do think that album is a unique one to have so much material that was a part of it, kind of. Because,
why?
I mean, for one thing, it was like, kind of like, it's like they were like such a rising star band at that moment. And so we're given a lot of like latitude to just hang out in the studio, kind of. And
it's almost like it was their moment. It was like not do or die. Like they would have, they not do or die, but like this, like it was the perfect time in the trajectory of their career to drop like that landmark album.
Right, and then like you said, that there was like so much disagreement about the direction, and like especially one of those people was like spent so much time like making full mixes, and then them kind of being like, you didn't really have to do that because that's not really the direction we're going to go. So like you have like full mixes of other like versions of the song, just based on like the people that were a part of it at that moment. And
plus there's a lineup shakeup.
Right.
That was happening.
Yeah, right. So partway through that album, the drummer changed.
Why?
My understanding is because Jeff Tweedy played with Glenn Coche and was like, oh, wait, this is what I want music, like playing with the drummer to feel like. And also like, because Glenn Coche was like such a like professional like musician, that he could nail everything exactly the same every time. And what was his name before that?
Ken Coomer.
I remembered Ken. Like he was a good drummer, but he just wasn't like.
He was a great rockabilly drummer. If you listen to, Being There and AM, great for that style. Good old like rock and roll. And
he also like, my understanding is he couldn't hit it exactly the same every time, but he would hit it with the same energy every time.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
In so many words, it means he was sloppy. Did we lose Phoebe?
Oh yeah, I guess we did. Oh, there you
He's
are.
back.
Hello? Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, I don't know what just happened right there. Hopefully.
Oh.
When Amy was talking about This Is Halloween, was that the song from The Nightmare Before Christmas?
I had no idea what they were talking about.
Oh no, Phoebe's gone again. I like the song from The Nightmare Before Christmas. I like that movie.
Never seen it.
What? That's absurd.
I've never seen it.
Well, do see it. It's a really good.
Okay.
It's fun and creative.
Who's in it? Anyone I know?
It's claymation.
Oh. Any Clay I'd know?
I don't know what Clay you know.
Clay Aiken.
Clay Aiken's not in it. In fact, I don't even think he was alive when that movie came out.
Les Claypool?
No, Les Claypool's not in it either.
Michael Clayton.
Michael Crichton.
Michael Crichton?
That's who wrote the screenplay, right?
What are you talking about?
I don't know. It's just a Michael C. that came to mind.
No, I mean, what are you actually talking about? What is?
Oh, we were talking about The Nightmare Before Christmas because I was wondering if that's the song they were talking about.
Oh yeah, This Is Halloween. Yeah, it's from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, and then Ryan dropped to the bombshell that he's never seen it, and he didn't even know it was claymation.
I'm actually kind of surprised that you have not seen it.
I'm surprised anybody's not seen it.
Yeah.
Hello, Shelton. Nice sweater.
Thank you.
Somebody's here. It's Shelton.
Hi, Phoebe the cat.
Huh.
How's
How
it
is
going?
everyone today? What animals are all of you?
Pat?
I'm a pumpkin.
Ghost of the hippopotamus.
Next has changed from.
Nah, I'm just joking. I did say I was a bat. Oh, a black cat would be a good Halloween animal to be too. I should have made one of the enemies in my game a black cat.
Next game.
Yeah, I should have made the spiders black cats because they were already spiders, and I was like, well, spiders are pretty Halloween-esque, but black cats would have worked.
Yeah, but I don't know
Sorry.
if spiders really come down from the ceiling.
Most of the spiders in that game are jumping. I don't think any of them come down from the ceiling. They just jump.
That makes sense.
I was trying to make a spider with my hands and it didn't go really well.
What animal are you, Shelton?
Today I am a chihuahua.
The famous Halloween Chihuahua.
I was just grumpy today, and I feel like, chihuahuas they harbor all of their anger and they let it out with their tiny, annoying little barks.
Yeah.
It's my least favorite dog.
Also, they like Taco Bell.
And they speak Spanish.
Yeah.
Somebody once told me that Chihuahua cheese was cheese made from Chihuahua milk, and I actually believed it.
How old were you?
I was an adult.
We once we used to always go over to my friend's house when we were kids, and their mom is a nice Jewish lady, and she would make matzo ball soup. And we convinced my sister that matzo balls were like the balls of, of like a camel, and she was like didn't want to be like offensive, and so she was like eating it, and she was like fully convinced, and we were going with, like, she's just really easy to convince of a lot of crap, so it was like kind of funny to watch her squirm.
But their texture is
it's
like,
obviously not meat.
Yeah.
Obviously like some sort of cracker, but that's what made it so funny, that she just like didn't put together that we were lying.
I mean, I guess like most people probably haven't eaten testicles, so I could understand.
So it.
Well,
not like knowing what a testicle's texture is.
That's fair.
But it probably isn't crackers.
But it probably isn't like meat, you know? Like, I don't know.
Right.
Like, it would make sense.
That's why you could be convinced.
Yeah. I don't know. Because there's that, I think we've talked about the Turkey Testicle Festival on this show before. Right?
Turkey Festival.
Do I hear a Gulliver in the background?
Yeah, he's real chatty right now.
Yeah.
What's he saying?
Wow.
Isn't that great?
Does that mean they're hungry?
He's already eaten today. He just wants more food, which I'll probably cave and give him some because he's such a good boy.
That's cute.
You want to come say hi?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go get something from the fridge. BRB.
Oh yeah, Gulliver, munch time, munch.
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 Gulliver. You want dill or cilantro? Oh, I know what you want. Bok choy.
Do you need a guinea pig for what you want to try? Oh, got an exciting thing here. I'm going to try to show it.
Huh?
Because I am not actually around him at the time, this is the best we can do for
Oh.
Otter time.
Otter time.
Wow.
Otter time.
Otter time.
Okay, give me 1 second, buddy.
No. No prepared. Only
There
kid
is
food.
no patience in a guinea pig.
Patience, it's not a quality that you have, my friend. You just know when your food is coming. Whoa, you okay? Sorry.
What are you giving Gulliver?
He's gonna get some bok choy. Hey, buddy. Come on. Okay. That's a good.
Do you have a song about bok choy?
Yeah, let me see.
Oh.
Bok choy.
Like bok choy. Bok chicken.
Bok choy. No, I don't really have a song about bok choy. Do you have a song about Joy?
Are you
Bark,
talking to
bark,
me
bark,
or
bark, chicken.
Shelton?
Bark, 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 bark,
I guess
Joy.
anyone, but I guess I was directing it at you, Mac.
No, of course not.
I mentioned this in the chat, but I realized that you guys didn't take a minute to talk about the song "This Is Halloween" while you were talking about Halloween songs.
Actually, we were just talking about that when you got on, and I thought that was why.
Huh.
But yeah, let's talk about it. Apparently, Ryan has never even seen that movie.
Oh, really?
Really?
It's honestly pretty good. Like,
It's really good.
It's a very good movie.
There's a reason why it's kind of like a cult classic.
Yeah, totally.
But even, I would say not even a cult classic, just a classic.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
I would agree with that.
But I feel like
too.
they're like, you know how there are like really bad T-shirts made of it, like
Yeah.
and like people who go to court wearing the pajamas with Jack Skeleton on it.
I
Really?
believe Skellington.
Oh yeah.
Oh, can I have some of that cheese?
Do you know the concept of it, Ryan?
Claymation is a nightmare.
That's more of like a technique, but I would say that it's about a skeleton.
All right.
On Halloween.
So I'll go fuck myself.
You didn't even know it was claymation until like 2 minutes ago.
It's a
Lay it on me.
or it's a movie about a little skeleton who loves. He exists in the world of Halloween, but he loves Christmas.
I would not say most of those things are true.
How would you say it?
I would say that he's an extreme.
He's not alive. He hates Halloween, or he hates Christmas. I'm joking.
I don't know that he necessarily hates, but I think he's bored of only having one day of a year.
That's fair.
Like that's the problem. It's not that he hates Christmas or loves Christmas. Sorry.
Huh. Yeah, because I feel like. Yeah, that's fair. I haven't seen it in a really long time. But I like that, like, I don't know, he seems, at the very least, like, jealous of Christmas.
Yeah, totally.
And...
Absolutely.
So he leaves the world of Halloween and goes to Christmas. And because he's only ever used to the world of Halloween, he kind of fucks things up for the Christmas people.
Yeah. It's a very enjoyable movie. The music by Danny Elfman is great.
Oh, say no more.
Yeah.
I don't even know who any of the voice actors are. I never looked it up because I watched it as a kid.
Wait, what did you say?
I don't even know who any of the voice actors are because I've never looked it up since like I watched it as like a kid and then a teenager.
Yeah, I think some of them are famous people otherwise, but some of them aren't.
What do you think, Gulliver? I have no thoughts, but bok choy.
Oh, 1993. Great.
Can you hear his little teeth munching?
A little bit.
Oh, I don't think I
have headphones on, of course.
I don't think I knew that Catherine O'Hara is
wow,
the main woman. Paul Rubens.
Sally? I didn't know that.
Talk about range.
Yeah.
Paul Rubens is also a character.
Really? Wow. I didn't know there were people who were famous as the actors.
wow.
Who directed it again?
Tim Burton.
I thought so. But
I don't think. No, the director was Henry Selick, and I think he also directed Coraline.
But isn't Tim Burton part of it somehow?
He was like the creator of the concept or something.
Producer.
He might have been the producer.
No. Well, actually, yeah, it was produced and conceived by Tim Burton.
Story by Tim Burton.
Another Tim Burton movie that I just fucking love is like Edward Scissorhands. Like the cinematography alone, you could just like and the colors, oh.
I will say that we're going back. I will say that like Edward Scissorhands is like right in that period where like I feel like Tim Burton like figured out exactly what he wanted to do and did it great. Like there are some things that Tim Burton has done that I'm just like, this is too much. Like
I agree.
Like what?
Willy Wonka, right? Did he do that?
He did a version of Willy Wonka.
It was weird and uncomfortable. I mean,
unnecessary.
It's supposed to be like, and the first one definitely is weird and uncomfortable, but it's like uncomfortable on a different level.
It does.
You don't fuck with Gene Wilder. You just don't.
I will say that it does follow the book a little bit better. Who
cares?
And like I think that is worth something, because there are weird things about that first, the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. But yeah, like Gene Wilder nailed that part, and it is hard to follow that up, and the Johnny Depp version is strange in a way that was unnecessary.
I just felt like I think I saw it as a high schooler, or maybe like I don't remember when it came out, but I remember just being like, I liked the first one, and it was like kind of comforting, like not like comforting, but just like wholesome in an odd way. Like as much as like a lot of fucked up stuff happened. Hold on, before I go anywhere with this, somebody recently was like, how did the grandpa, like who had been in bed for like years, just suddenly get up?
Yeah, I've seen people say that before.
Trust me, there's a whole movement behind hating Grandpa Joe.
Yeah,
there's a subreddit I belong to called Grandpa Joe Hate.
Join that subreddit.
What I will say though is, there are so many outrageous things about that story, like a little girl becomes a gigantic balloon.
Yeah.
Blueberry.
Yeah. But like we're talking like you can always like go into like, okay, yeah, that would never happen when it's like Clifford the Big Red Dog. There's never going to be a dog that's the size of a house. But like when it's like, okay, but how does it add to the plot? Like that's the part where I'm like, does that make sense?
Wasn't it like adding to the plot? It adds to the plot because it creates a situation where Charlie's like
she was disrespectful, and that taught her a lesson about.
I thought we were talking about Grandpa Joe.
We were talking about both, but where I'm going with Ryan is that like that impossible thing is like a weird sci-fi thing that like this happens because this weird thing, and there's an explanation for it. There's never an explanation for why Grandpa Joe just magically is able to get up, and that's what I'm.
That's fair. That's fair. But like, like, also like, in my mind, it's children's work of fiction.
Whoa! Not gonna eat the rims, I guess.
Oh, I thought you were saying that in response to me.
No, I'm sorry.
Weird thing to say.
That was because he won't eat. He's not eating like the outside parts because he is spoiled.
Spoiled little Gulliver.
Spoiled brat.
He's 7.5. He's allowed to be spoiled.
How long do guinea pigs live?
I recently Googled it and it said 6 to 8 years. He's 7.5. And he has no health issues.
Great question, Max.
Well, except I have to clean his butthole sometimes. And that's kind of gross. Sorry, you didn't need to do that. I'm sorry.
Maybe he'll be the longest living guinea pig.
We have no way to verify that because we, like, he just got dropped off in an animal shelter, so they really have no idea how old he was.
How old was he when you got him?
Hold on. 6, maybe?
What if he was really only like 1?
No, because my friend had him for 2 years. Like, I met him when he was approximately 2. Hold on. 6? 4? I met him when he was like 4.
So,
What if?
but we can't verify exactly how old. So, how long have you known him? You've known him for like 3.5 years.
I've known him since 20. Hold on. Let me look it up. I think 20.
Asking the important questions here. We're going to get to the bottom of.
I need to go to the Gulliver folder on my iPhone. Oh, there's Hot the Cat with Gulliver. That's not Hot the Cat. That's
with a Wilco shirt.
That's a cute shirt too. This is somewhere in this folder. Gulliver. Here's 1 million photos of Gulliver. Not 1 million, just 700. Oh my god, actually, I met him on Halloween and I was wearing my different Halloween sweater.
Amazing.
So cute.
And you were feeding him bok choy.
I was feeding him lettuce in this one because he really likes romaine. I was so teeny. You were so teeny. Look at you. You were a little baby. Oh, I love you so much.
I'm so glad that you actually met him on Halloween. That is.
Oh, my apologies. I hung out with him on Halloween. I met him on November 18th, 2017.
Wait,
and this is a photo of me holding him, and I look like a new dad.
He's orange like a pumpkin.
He is.
He should be a pumpkin for Halloween.
It would be so cute. Why didn't I think of that earlier? You want to be so cute with a little. I could put like a little like thing on his head, like a little beret. It's like it makes you look like a little pumpkin. Oh, great idea. What do you think? Would you do that for mom? For your puppy? For your parent?
Very
like, no, I would not. I would not.
Only if you give him bok choy.
He's like, give me the parsley, or no, or nothing.
What's like a dessert for a guinea pig?
Strawberries. I give him the tops of strawberries. He likes, like, he really just likes like fresh greens mostly. Like, he gets a lot of cilantro because that's like his. Like, I always have cilantro in my apartment. Because I like to eat it.
I like to eat cilantro too.
Yeah, and I love the smell of it. It's like fresh flowers.
I've never really noticed the smell, but I love putting it in a salad or on a sandwich.
The smell is great. I like it a lot.
I'm gonna have to sniff it.
And on a banh mi.
What's a banh mi?
It's nice on a banh mi.
It's a Vietnamese sandwich.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. How do you have like a recipe for that?
I think it's like basically like kind of like spicy mayo, like sweet spicy mayo. And then there's 2 cucumbers that go across. And then I think like chili oil.
Do you order it? Like, where are you getting it?
Yeah, I just order it from a restaurant.
Oh, I'm looking at a picture of one with like fried eggs on it. That looks really good.
Goofy you, baby.
There's some really nice banh mi's out there.
I'm sure you can find a restaurant. Try it out at a restaurant before you make it yourself.
I doubt that there are any Thai restaurants in LA.
Well, you wouldn't be able to find banh mi at a Thai restaurant.
Oh, Vietnamese, not Thai. I
He's
see.
getting a little ticked off, so I'm going to put him back in his cage. Okay. that little like where he puts his head up like that. It's not like he's lost and confused. He's like, I have to
So
urinate.
cute.
Okay.
Well, at least he's not urinating on you.
You know,
Hmm.
wouldn't be the first time.
Mm.
He's like, I don't want to urinate on you, but I have to urinate. So
One time I came home kind of drunk from a bar, and I was like, "Look at my little baby! I love him so much." And I was like playing with him, and he was like sitting. He likes to like just sit like right on my chest, like right here, and and he fucking just like pissed all over my shirt, and I was like, "What?" And it
ew.
sucked. And then I had to not only like wash my shirt and like take a shower, but also like change. Like it was like it got like somehow on my pillowcase. Also, it was disgusting.
Oh no. Ah,
Yeah,
gross.
Intense. It's intense.
Good times.
man, I didn't think of a Halloween costume for Gulliver, but a pumpkin would be really cute.
Yeah, that would be. There's a picture of me and my brother when we were babies, and I think either one or both of us were a pumpkin. So we were like inside a pumpkin shaped costume.
I was definitely a pumpkin when I was a very small child as well.
Same.
Really? So this is just a thing. I thought it was unique and cool.
I think everybody's been a pumpkin as a child.
I think
Have you
all,
bit a pumpkin as a child?
I think we
Bit?
all came from being pumpkin.
Being
I don't-
pumpkin.
I don't think we were born.
Mm-hmm.
Like we just grew from pumpkin.
That would be
Actually, I
awesome.
said that. I don't think I've ever. I'll have to ask my dad. I know my first Halloween costume, I was a sheep.
Huh?
Do you want to see the photo? It's kind of cute.
Sure.
I actually think I must be going.
I actually think that I unfortunately might also need to get going. I am not in my home location, and there are complications to staying up super late where I am.
Aha.
So
Fair.
I may also need to go. I would like to kind of let some last words come in and see a cute little picture. What I would actually like to know from all of you is what was your favorite Halloween costume that you had as a child, or just I guess ever, but like I guess especially as a child because I think they have unique, weird qualities to them.
Ooh.
I'm gonna give my answer and then depart. But it's more of a memory than anything. But like my mom dressed me up as Thomas the Tank Engine because I was super into Thomas the Tank Engine. But there's a picture of me as Thomas with her, and my mom was big on homemade costumes, and she is a refrigerator.
That's fun.
And she made it out of cardboard, and she had like magnets, and there was like a handle.
That's pretty cool.
And yeah, it's a great picture.
My mom never made herself a costume, but she made me several costumes. One of them was like a wizard costume that was really cool. I wore it for several years.
Very cute.
Lady sheep.
All right, goodbye everyone.
Bye.
Ah.
Happy Halloween.
Have a good Halloween.
I have so many good Halloween costumes that I'm not sure. Like,
I mean, you don't have to totally limit it to one. I'm okay with you kind of going because I have two that came to my mind.
I went as last year. I went as a billboard for Brian Urlacher, which I think I'm gonna go as tomorrow because the last time I went as it, no one a couple people got it, but most people didn't.
I love
You should go as Wink for Halloween.
And I'm trying to think like a child's costume. I had so many. I'm gonna say my favorite that wasn't me. It was my sister. She went as a Crest toothpaste, and she just had a lampshade on her head and like a sheet. And then like my mom made it look like the Crest like toothpaste.
That's fun.
Great.
I told my dentist that today because that's why I'm so late, because I had to go to the dentist and there was something wrong with my teeth.
I was late for the dentist, and they told me I had to come back later last week.
Sorry.
I feel like even within these last little moments, we still managed to get off track and start talking about the dentist.
You didn't get a chance to share your childhood.
Yeah, I was going to see if Max has more to say, but I can go first. I was Aladdin, I think 3 years in a row. Because I really loved it. And then also, a few years after that, I was an old man. I think I was in 4th grade, and I decided to be an old man and had like a big gray beard and like walked with a cane and like wore like old man clothes and stuff. It was, I think, my best costume I've ever had.
Why did you choose that?
I also did that 2 years ago. I was an old couple with my ex Jake, and we like pretended like we couldn't figure out how like the video like worked. But I stayed in like. Did you stay in character when you were the little kid? Like when you were a kid, like when you wore that costume?
I mean, I wouldn't say I stayed completely in character, but like I remember we did a like parade, and like I walked with the cane and like walked kind of funny, like a little like slowly and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I stayed in character like all night, and I used like a voice. I still have the wig actually, and I had a shirt that said "This is my grandma costume," and I made saggy tits, and I was like, "Sweetheart, get over here!" And like it was really fun to like be that version of myself, like with like my like partner at the time.
Yeah, that is fun. I don't think that I was that kind of person that would go into character when I was in 4th grade.
That's fair. You're a 4th grader, but I bet it was really cute. And I kind of want to see photos of that when we're not on the shoot.
I don't. I'm sure that some exist somewhere.
Next time you see them, you just email them as my way.
I will.
Well,
Max, did you have any?
What?
Did you say any?
Yeah, but anyway, I'll say it again. I had a costume my mom made that she sewed. It was like a wizard costume, and it was purple with gold stars and stuff. I wore it for a few years. It was really cool.
Very nice. Very nice. All right. Well, I think it's that time. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Thanks so much for being here. Ryan, I know you're gone. You probably will never, ever see this, but if you do, thanks for being here. Thanks so much to you, Max and Shelton, for coming. Gulliver, it was a real pleasure to have you on. Hope you start feeling better now that you've probably been able to urinate in a spot that is not on Shelton.
He's taking a nap. He's fine.
All right. That was the high. Sure, thank you all for coming down. That was the high. Sure, thank you all for sticking around. I hope you had some fun, but now the show's done. So go on, get out of here. Good night, everyone. Happy Halloween.